So, guys, I've been really struggling with a Halloween costume for this year. I think I want to go as a clown, but I'm not sure what type of clown, and I've been having a hard time finding a costume.
Oh man, I saw the perfect costume for a clown. Let me bring it up.
Yeah, let me see it.
Oh God!
Welcome to Not My Monkeys, Not My Circus, brought to you by Matt Canada, who needs to be fired because this offense is a fucking circus.
Yeah, I think the rumblings are getting a little louder.
Rumblings,
earthquake. Earthquake.
I felt it. I felt it all the way from Miami.
It's just not gonna happen.
Freaking Japan's going tsunami.
Yeah, I agree with Matt. I was really hoping though that like by the time we did this, we'd be having some great news that Canada was fired, but
Jeff was gonna be drinking out of his boot.
Yeah.
I already got it picked out.
I mean, if it's gonna happen, it'll happen next week at the bye. But I just don't see it happening.
Yeah. It depends. It depends.
Bye, Canada.
What?
Bye, Canada.
All right. Don't quit your day job.
We'll say goodbye on the bye week.
That would be great though.
Trade deadline's coming up. We can trade him.
We talk about trading him every week, and nobody listens to us.
At this point, I'm good for an already chewed piece of gum. Like, let's just go for it.
Well, I still don't think it's gonna happen. No matter how hard.
Canada. You want to trade Canada?
Yeah, well, you know what? He'd be the perfect coach. And go with this, guys. They want to start a European league. Let's just send them to Europe.
I don't think anyone's trading for an offensive coordinator that scores 10 points a game.
No, we won't trade him. We're going to sponsor him for the European league. He is now the ambassador to Ireland, brought to you by the Rooneys.
Each U.S. team has to let go of a coach. Sponsor a coach. I like that word.
Yeah.
Sponsor a coach to go to the European League
or just division. 5 cents a day, you can sponsor a coach from your team.
All right, that's enough Canada talk. Even though he's basically the reason why we suck. Well, not the only reason.
Canada.
But yeah, the game was pretty much a snooze fest. Minus,
there were plenty of riveting interceptions by the Dolphins.
And riveting almost interceptions by the Steelers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if our defense doesn't use gloves, but maybe they should give those a try. Maybe George Pickens could share his gloves with them.
Yeah.
They can make a couple catches.
I feel like our defensive backs need to spend an entire day in practice with one of those catching machines and just stand right in front of it and just 100 balls each.
That's kind of what I was thinking, though. Who dropped the interceptions? Levi Wallace, Cortland Sutton, or Cameron Sutton? Damn it.
It's fine.
Cameron Sutton.
Yeah.
Screwed his name up twice. Cameron Sutton, Terrell Edmonds, all guys who missed time where their replacements were playing lights out. Yep. So maybe we should have left the replacements in.
Yep. And switch quarterbacks at halftime just for the shits and giggles of it.
I think every other play now we should just throw the other quarterback in.
Yeah.
It's not like a new idea. The Dolphins did it back in the 70s playing the hot hand.
Yeah.
Quarterback. I mean, it's no different than playing the hot hand at running back, which is Jaylen Warren every week for us.
But we don't do that either.
Nope. Every time I see Najee Harris start to do something, I'm like, this is it. This is the game. We're gonna see the guy we saw last year. And then it's like, nope. We get 3 good plays, and then you're like, all right, cool. And then nope.
This is why you don't draft a running back in the first round. Just think, we could have Jaylen Warren running behind Creed Humphrey. But instead, we have Najee Harris playing Dancing with the Stars in the backfield. Derek Watt, for one play a game.
Did you guys watch the Ben Roethlisberger thing at all this week?
No, I did not.
It was a long show. I haven't finished it. It's 3 hours, longer than any show we've ever done.
I don't think anyone wants to listen to us for 3 hours.
Yeah, nobody wants to listen to us for 3 hours. I'll listen to Ben Roethlisberger for 3 hours, but it was Ben Roethlisberger and Charlie Batch.
Oh.
And they were talking about how it was when Bruce Arians was the offensive coordinator and Tomlin just came into the Steelers, and I guess it was like fourth and 1, and he was like, they were gonna send the field goal unit on the field, and Ben was like, no, I'm gonna do like, the hard count. And then Tomlin goes to Batch. What is he doing? He's like, I don't know. He's like, what is he doing? He's like, I'm not on the field. I don't know, but it kind of looks like he's gonna go for it. And he went and threw a pass, and it got the first down, and they ended up scoring a touchdown. But that's what we need. We need somebody to defy the coaches.
So what you're saying is we need Pickett to go rogue.
Yes.
Yeah. And you know what? I think at this point, Trubisky's ready to just say, screw you, Tomlin, and just be like, I'm not on the field. You'll see Trubisky just on the sideline. He'll look over at Pickett, be like, and he'll be like, okay, yeah, I'm going to do my own play. Side note, did you guys notice every time they showed Pickett on the bench, like Trubisky just kind of floated through the screen like, hi, I'm here.
He's trying to get his airtime.
You got to get your screen time up when you're on Sunday night. More views, more money.
Yeah, true.
So remember to like and subscribe our channel.
More screens, more money.
Yeah.
Which we don't have yet.
All right. So you want to talk about anything else in this game? I mean, wasn't
I think we got one thing left.
Just beer crack player?
Yep, let's just get to it.
All right, let's get into the beer crack player of the week. The beer crack player of the week is...
Pause. Really?
This pillow. Because it made the second half more comfortable.
I'll crack a beer to that one. Oh, Matt, you didn't even have your beer ready.
I had to hold the pillow.
Yeah. What are the stats for the pillow?
So this pillow is an oversized pillow, and it is super comfy. You can put it on the left side or the right side of the couch. You can elevate your feet with it, and it came in a 2-pack, so you could do both. You have a headrest and a footrest. So here's to you, pillow.
I second that. I actually used that exact pillow when I was watching the 1 o'clock games over at his house, and it was a pretty comfy pillow.
Do have a honorable mention though.
Oh, the beanbag chair?
No.
Is it
the blanket?
A cooler?
We're gonna do George Pickens for scoring his first touchdown.
Okay.
Woo! On my fantasy team. 0-7, baby. 0-7.
I was gonna say.
That's why I'm so happy about the Steelers, guys. I'm 0-7 in fantasy. The Steelers are 2-5.
Only team worse than the Steelers.
Oh man. All right. Well, I guess we can move on to the rest of the games around the league. But first, we have a special guest joining us today. I don't know why we decided we were going to bring him on, honestly.
Well, which special guest do we want to bring on?
We could bring on, whoever you want. Yeah. But we could have multiple guests, but I know you want to bring up your dog that you just got, but that's not who I was talking about. You want me to keep yeah, he doesn't want to be on the camera.
It's fine.
Okay, you're gonna force him to be on the camera. Yeah. Okay.
Come here.
It doesn't look like he wants to be on the camera. Oh, you still got a squirrel problem.
Yep.
and a dog
He
problem.
doesn't want to be on the camera.
All right, well let's bring somebody that wants to be on the camera, but I also don't know. Like I said before, I don't know why we're bringing him on here, and you'll see why in a second. We'll bring him on. His name is Corey. Welcome, Corey. You missed the memo. I told you to wear a Steelers jersey.
Nope. I'm wearing the jersey of a better team.
Oh, you know, I don't know about that. I mean, just because, you know, hey, I feel like you guys this year are the Steelers of
2 years ago.
2 years
11-0.
ago. Yeah, when we went 11-0.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, who'd they play? Who they playing?
Speaking of which, who'd they play so far? Nobody.
The Eagles?
Yeah.
Talk about the Vikings, the Cowboys.
You played the Vikings in prime time, so that doesn't count.
It definitely counts.
You know,
No, prime time Kirk Cousins
prime
always a
time?
loss. And the Cowboys had Cooper Rush. You knew that was coming to an end. So you had kneecap biting Lions.
that bite their own kneecaps.
Man, that was a close game. Man was lost.
And you had the Carson Wentz led Commanders that Jeff picked for fantasy. So that was like a double whammy.
Oh yeah, And those 8 sacks, all because I picked Carson Wentz to be the top fantasy player that week.
So who else did you have?
And Kyler Murray. Cards.
But that was in Arizona, and Kyler Murray sucks in Arizona. And without DeAndre Hopkins.
All right, so let's go into the previous week's last week's games around the league here. Bring that up on the screen. All right, we'll start off with the Thursday night game, Matt.
All right, we got Cardinals and Saints, 42-34. Cardinals took it. DeAndre Hopkins' first game back really made a difference for the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Yep. Do you think that's the difference?
I mean, it has to be, right? I mean, it was at home, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was at home.
But the Saints could just suck.
Well, yeah. But the Saints also put up 34 points, so they don't suck that bad.
That's true.
Oh, their defense clearly does.
Yeah. I forgot that Kyler was coming, or not Kyler. Wow, Hopkins was coming back, and I definitely chose the Saints just because of what you said and previously about the Cardinals sucking at home. But yeah, that was my bad.
Yeah, this is one of those outliers. They go about 1-7 at home, so this was the one.
All right. You want to move on to the next game?
Then we got the GOAT PJ Walker taking on some scrub named Tom Brady.
Yeah, wait. I got something here. Hold on.
Yeah, I said there was.
I got something. Hold on. I got something. Hold on. I got something.
Do you take the spread? Do you take the Buccaneers to cover that spread? 10.5 points. Do you think they win by 2 touchdowns?
I don't.
Oh my God, no faith in the Buccaneers. All right,
I don't have any faith in Tom Brady right now.
I think he comes out with a vengeance, like a small child who yells at his teammates and people that are bigger than him. He finds someone smaller than him, and he beats the crap out of them. They win by 3 touchdowns.
They have
The Panthers suck. The Buccaneers are going to win by 21.
I know, but
This is my lock of the week.
Oh Lord!
So you heard it here first.
Oh, Lord.
Take the Panthers.
Your locks of the week don't ever work, man.
This one's locked in. What'd I say? Take the Panthers.
No, I don't think that's what that said.
He did say my lock of the week. Take the Panthers.
Look, 3 touchdowns. Take the Panthers. Read between the lines. So should Tom Brady retire tomorrow, today, yesterday? Which one?
He should have retired back in February.
According to his press conference, there's no retirement in his future.
Well, there
Well,
should
there's
be.
a whole lot of suck.
I just want to know what team he's going to next.
No, I don't think he'll go anywhere next. That was bad.
Do you know why he came back this year? It's because he's afraid that his records will be broken. And I think that person's already in the league.
Who is it?
I think Matthew Stafford is going to break all of Tom Brady's records.
No.
Why do you think that?
Because he had all that trash time yardage and touchdowns in Detroit, and now he has Cooper Kupp. He's on pace.
He is top 10, I do believe, for all-time passing yards.
And you have the added game. So this is why Tom Brady came back. He's afraid that in a couple years, it's not Patrick Mahomes or Justin Herbert or Josh Allen that's going to pass him. It's a guy who's already in his 30s.
Yeah, but do you think that Matthew Stafford is going to play much longer?
Well, you got to think Matthew Stafford won't have all the playoff yardage that he has.
Yeah, but if you count just regular season passing, I think that stat will fall.
Isn't Aaron Rodgers like somewhat close?
He's up there, but he's considerably older, and he's just not going to catch up unless he plays till he's like 50.
Maybe.
Especially with the receiving core that they have at this moment.
With the receiving core they have now, they have to play till he's 50.
They'll have to play till he's 60.
60.
Yeah, if he was still chucking it for 5,000 yards, he'd have a shot.
So
But not
right now, Matthew Stafford is at 51,551 yards. He's actually number 11 on the all-time passing record. Brady is 86,462.
So what's that, like 35,000 yards?
Yeah, so get about 7 seasons for Matthew Stafford.
I don't see that.
And that's saying Brady, well, at the rate Brady's going, he'll have 86,463 by the end of the season. So
Oh, man.
hey, Matt Ryan's still on this list.
Well, yeah.
Well, we're going to get to Matt Ryan.
We'll get to Matt Ryan later. We don't need to talk
But first, we got to talk about
You never know.
the Lions bit some kneecaps this week. They bit Zeke's kneecaps, but forgot about Tony Pollard being the better back. So they lost 24-6.
You know, I feel like I don't know why, but I felt like that game was closer than it was.
I just remember being 6-0, and I was like, man, the Lions are actually doing it. And then it just, boom, 24 points. I was like,
I said
shit.
that week 1 against the Eagles, too. So they bite kneecaps, but then they fall down because it was theirs.
I just feel like, so do you feel like their coach is on the hot seat yet? Or are they just having a good time in Detroit? Like
They came out and said he's not.
I know, but I just feel like they're just having a good time.
How do you go from having like the number 1 scoring offense to like scoring nothing one week and then 6 points the next week?
Well, all their players are out.
That's true.
DeAndre Swift's out. Amon St. Brown didn't get a concussion, but was in concussion protocol thanks to I forget who else. I think another receiver was out too. Let's move on to the Bengals. Bengals beat the Falcons 35-17. Is the hangover over?
No.
I think the Bengals are back.
No, the Bengals just had a Pedialyte.
What'd you say, Corey?
I think the Bengals are back. I think Joe Burrow was definitely looking like the Joe Burrow of last year during that game.
Yeah, I mean, when you have Boyd who scored like over 20 points, Like
Yeah.
I said.
And
But
Jamar
then
Chase
also
lived
Jamar
up to
Chase-
where I drafted him.
Yeah, and then Jamar Chase scoring a bunch of points too. Like, holy crap! I don't know. I think they might be back.
Especially since the Falcons were playing pretty well. I think that was a pretty good statement win for the Bengals.
Yeah. But Jeff, you don't think they're back?
Nah, they just had a Pedialyte. They're at that little bit where you think that you think the hangover is gone, but then you're like, I don't need the drink anymore. And then you find that warm beer from the night before, and you're like, I got this.
Well, hair of the dog's best way to get going.
You would know.
Yeah. Let's move on to the Colts and Titans. Titans win 19-10. Frank Wright is a total douche for benching a guy who's going on IR. Like, you could have just let him go on IR. You could have like saved him a little bit of shame in his life.
Now, Matt,
And just
they're not douches on this show.
oh, sorry.
What are they,
Frank
Jeff?
Wright's the jag-off of the week.
Maybe of the season.
Yeah, really, of the season. I mean,
What'd they trade for him?
was it like a second? I think it was a second round pick. And then they talked the entire week about how great Matt Ryan is as a leader and how they believe in him. And then he separates his shoulder because you can't block for him. And he's throwing it 60 times. He literally threw his arm off. And then you bench him. You're a jag-off.
Do you think that's a hot seat? How many quarterbacks has he had?
They haven't had a consistent quarterback since
Luck.
Vince Luck.
Well, that's not really consistent.
I do think that is a hot seat there. That the Colts organization cannot be happy with how Frank Wright has been.
You know,
the past
I
2
was watching the Pat McAfee show, and they were saying Frank Wright was in an interview, and they said, you have one of the best running backs in the league, and you could be number one in rushing in the NFL. And he said, that's not our goal. We don't want to be number one in rushing. And at that point, I think it's time for you to go.
Yeah.
I mean, you got one of the best running backs in the league.
I'm surprised.
with arguably a pretty good backup too.
Yeah. Yeah, you have a great change of pace back, and then a great guy who can just completely you have someone that can counter Derrick Henry, and you refuse to use them. You give them 10 carries. Now let's go to two teams that only run the ball. The Ravens running squad beat the Browns running squad 23-20.
Yeah.
Hey, look, they don't know what the forward pass is either.
Yeah, but they make it work.
Yeah, I was gonna say, they make it work. They can win more games than 2.
I really thought the Browns were going to pull this one out.
Yeah, we know, but
They've been on a downward spiral since week 1.
They beat us.
That's not a high point in anybody's season.
They beat us second.
It used to be. It used to be.
Look, beat us with TJ in, you got something to say. Beat us with no TJ, you might as well have a bye week. That's just how it goes. That really says how bad Tom Brady is at this point.
right? If we beat Tom Brady, there's something really bad with him.
That's what they're gonna write on the 2022 Steelers. We beat Tom Brady at least.
They'll put that on Tom Brady's tombstone.
Lost.
Very successful quarterback, lost to the Steelers without TJ Watt.
And lost to 2 quarterbacks in the same game.
Yeah. And then followed it up by losing to an XFL quarterback. Do you think the Browns are going to be relevant by the time Deshaun Watson comes back?
I have a hard time seeing it. They may struggle to sneak their way into the playoff picture.
Let me rephrase that. Above or below the Steelers by the time?
Oh,
Corey's gonna say above
the Steelers.
Oh, I think they're going to be below the Steelers by the time Deshaun Watson comes back.
By the time he comes back, when?
Yeah, that's week 11. Is that week 11 or week 12?
Yeah, week 11 they play the Texans. How ironic.
Yeah,
we will have a better record than the Browns by that time.
So my whole thing is just given the division and how tight our division is. Yeah, there's a 2-game break in between our division now, but we're still pretty close. I mean, all it takes is for someone to have a bad day, and our whole division can be rearranged.
Yeah.
And unfortunately for the Ravens, Lamar Jackson has a lot of bad days.
Yeah, but the
analytics say that you can only have so many bad days a year.
I feel like hardballs go up every year.
Yeah. He's completely changing the game of analytics by proving that you can't just completely follow them.
I'd be firing this entire stat team for as wrong as they are.
Yeah, but they probably are right. It's just, I don't know. When he chooses to do with it, go with it more than not. But that actually brings me to something that I keep forgetting to bring up. Why now on 4th and 1 do we go for it? But previously we didn't.
Right?
Why with Pickett do we go for it on 4th?
Because tank for Pickett.
Yep.
Because we were tanking for a guy we already had. We could have just started with him if that's how it was going to be. I thought we were giving Mitch a fair chance, but we weren't.
Because it
I
just
agree.
seems like every week now that it's with Pickett in there, we do when it's 4th and 1, we go for it.
And it's a QB sneak.
Yeah, we never did those.
We didn't even do it towards the end of Ben's career.
He was fragile.
Yeah,
That was bullshit.
I think he still could have done it.
they did it during the beginning of Ben's career.
Well, yeah, he wasn't that fragile.
Yeah, but at the end of Ben's career, that was
Those
just
were
nothing but a beer gut falling over the line. I mean, you had weight.
Yeah.
You only had to get a yard or less. You had weight on your side. Come on.
Like Ben early career was like smash his nose in, like his nose is in one end zone, he's in the other. Like, well, I'm gonna go win a football game. Ben toward the end of his career was like, "Ooh, guys, I gotta play with my kids when I get home." And that floor is getting further and further away.
Yeah, I don't know. I still think he could have done some sneaks, and I think he still wanted to do it.
Yeah, no, that's a whole thing about why they got rid of Bruce Arians, why they brought in Todd Haley, why our offense went to shit, why we've been saying fire the offensive coordinator for over a decade.
Yeah.
All because we wanted Ben to play longer, not better. Let's move on to someone who also sucks. Aaron Rodgers lost to another guy nobody knows of Tyler Heineke, 23-21.
Oh man,
I know this made you happy, Corey, seeing the Commanders get the W.
I mean, the Commanders aren't really a threat.
Just you wait. Carson Wentz's Commanders were not a threat, but Tyler Heineke, you got a new general.
Yeah,
a new general commander.
If there's one thing that we've seen so far this year is you put a new quarterback in, they're at least gonna have one good game.
Yeah, one.
Like at this point, everyone should just keep switching quarterbacks every week.
So at this point, do you think Carson Wentz is done in the NFL?
No.
Nah.
Somebody
Back
get
up to
another
Dallas.
shot.
I mean, as a starting quarterback, he is done.
Yeah, his next role is backup.
I don't know. Russell Wilson's spot's gonna be open next year.
Well, yeah, it says that head coaching spot, so maybe Carson Wentz could go do that.
He'll still find a way to get sacked. He'll be on the sideline calling a play. Safety come out of nowhere. Boom! Right on the sideline.
Sacked. torn ACL, out for the season.
You're not out for the season for an ACL if you're a coach. I mean, you can still hobble around the sidelines.
You'd find a way.
Let's move on to a game that I have a major problem with. For some reason, the Giants were heavy underdogs in this game. Why? They're 6-1. They win 23-17.
Because it's the Giants, Matt. They've done
But
this.
They were playing the Jaguars.
They go 6-1 to be in 6-6, and then they make the playoffs as a wild card.
The only thing I could think of was the Giants on their way to Jacksonville had a layover in Indy, and the sports books got confused. That's the only explanation to why you would put Jacksonville as the favorite.
I don't know. I don't know. They must not think that Dayball is is the big change in there, because I mean we've talked about it every week.
And I don't think it's Dayball being the big change. You know what the big change was? 10 years ago, they needed to draft an offensive lineman in the first round. This last draft, they finally did it. And all of a sudden, Saquon Barkley can run the ball.
He was running the ball before he got injured.
Yeah, because he was getting hit too early and then he got hurt. Saquon Barkley can now run the ball and actually have a shot. Daniel Jones has a second to think about where he wants to throw the ball to his non-existent receivers.
Well, it also helps that Daniel Jones has more rushing yards than Najee Harris.
And I bet this is another thing that makes you really happy, Corey, is the Giants being 6-1.
Yeah, the 1 year.
Are they a threat?
They are definitely a threat.
All right, you heard it there from an Eagles fan. The Giants are for real.
When's that matchup?
I mean,
and I'm pretty sure they're underdogs again this week.
What?
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
We'll see. I feel like they are. Can't remember. Let's move on to the Josh McDaniels Raiders trying their hardest to blow it against the Texans. They ended up winning 38-20, but it was a lot closer than that.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to say about this game. I just, I don't know.
No, I just hate Josh McDaniels.
Yeah, I was about ready to say that.
I think everybody hates Josh McDaniels.
Except for Mark Davis. All right, next we got Jets Broncos. Jets win 16-9. I did not realize Russell Wilson was not playing in this game.
Really?
It was kind of
like halftime before I realized he wasn't playing.
Yeah, it looked like the same team, right?
I thought they had a little pep in their step this time.
Oh.
But then I was like, that's not Russell Wilson.
Are the Jets for real?
Well, is it the Jets that are good, or was it Breece Hall?
Yeah, we'll see, because he got hurt, right?
Well, also, their offensive lineman got hurt too.
I mean, it also that their scoring took a hard stop after that injury.
Yeah.
You kind of want to root for the Jets.
Yeah, I've been rooting for the Jets. I don't know. I like Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
That dog in him.
I'm gonna say your mom likes.
Yeah, your mom. Like Zach Wilson.
How did you know?
No. All right, now we'll move on to a team that actually has some offense. We got Chiefs beating the 49ers 44-23. Christian McCaffrey came in to make it slightly closer by scoring an extra touchdown or so. I mean, fucking hell, the 49ers suck.
Yeah, they do.
Then they scored. They scored 23 points in honor of Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah,
I was surprised at how quickly they featured Christian McCaffrey and how much he played, especially for a guy who was traded on Thursday, and played on Sunday, and and ran as many snaps as he did. I was kind of surprised that he did that.
I mean, I'm surprised he ran that many snaps and didn't get hurt.
Well, guys, he was the missing piece.
Yeah, missing
It
piece.
fit right into the puzzle.
Yeah, without Christian McCaffrey, they would have lost by more than double.
I don't understand why San Francisco traded for him. It's not like their rushing rushing game was lacking at any point.
Yeah.
Look, they saw a Sarah McLachlan commercial and they felt bad for Christian McCaffrey being trapped on the Panthers, so they thought they'd free him with sunny San Francisco.
Did you hear though when he came into the game, they were like cheering for him, like the Steelers fans cheered for Pickett.
It was a spark.
Spark, yeah. Look at the score.
Just like when Pickett came in.
That's true.
Yeah, it was a spark. Didn't go much.
It was just the spark. It did not catch flame. Let's move on to someone who's on a total revenge tour. We got Geno Smith leading on the Seahawks against the Chargers, 37-23. Is Geno Smith that good, or is Justin Herbert that bad? I'm leaning towards Justin Herbert being that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he is definitely not playing up to where he should be.
No, I mean, I have him on fantasy, so I was watching that game, and I'm like, did you forget how to throw the ball? I mean, he's throwing really low, so it's like it keeps getting batted down at the line. That's like some rookie shit right there.
Yeah. This his like third year in the league?
Yeah. How many balls do you get batted in your face before you're like, maybe I should throw a little higher?
Or put a little hop in your step.
Yeah, something. You're too short or something, dude. Either move left or right or do something that gives me fantasy points. I don't know.
Tell him he's got to watch a football like Doug Flutie.
Yeah. Yeah, the Chargers suck. We could stick a fork in them. Freaking Monday night.
Monday night. That is not.
Everybody had the Patriots.
Yeah.
Nobody had the Bears scoring 3 points, let alone 33 points.
Hell, I picked every away team except for the Bears.
Maybe you should have stuck with the Bears.
Everybody was jumping on the Patriots so hard, and I was like, just back in my mind, I was like, Bears are going to throw one hell of an upset. This is what makes me think the NFL's rigged, because they just saw how many parlays needed the Patriots just to win or cover the spread, and they're like, yeah, let's make our money. We're going to blow it.
Well, so who's the quarterback? Who do we go with for the Patriots?
Mac Jones is the quarterback. That's not a competition.
That
didn't seem like it.
Zappy Mania was fun for what 3 weeks that it lasted.
3 weeks and 1 quarter.
3 weeks.
Yeah, he came in for 1 quarter, threw 1 touchdown, and then lost 33-14.
I thought they got 2 touchdowns on.
All right, they got 2 touchdowns. Either way, did not make a difference.
Hey, they went from scoring 0 points to 14.
Mm-hmm.
Am I reaching?
Yeah, you're reaching.
Right.
All right, last game on this list is what we already talked about, and we don't want to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, Corey, don't even talk about it.
No, not much to say.
You're right.
Not much to watch.
All I want to say is I'm ready for the Steelers not to be on primetime.
Yeah, it was too late. I was getting tired.
I don't want to stay up and have hope the entire game.
Yeah.
We play it close like we always do and then lose, and like I stayed up for that. And then
that was a frustrating game to like. They kept stopping the Dolphins, and then just it was nothing but 3 and outs on each side.
Yep.
Let's move on to next week.
I was gonna say I thought we weren't. Are we gonna talk about playoff standings?
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
There you go. We talked about it.
All right, you want to talk about the standings?
Yeah, well, let's talk about the standings.
All right. Let me pull that up if you guys want to talk about some stuff here. Or
How how we're not quite in last, but we're definitely making a move for that first overall pick.
No, I think
last week we were winning the Super Bowl.
That up for us.
Yeah, last week we were talking like we were going to win the Super Bowl. This week we're talking about first round picks again.
Yeah.
Tune in next week where we talk about the bye week.
I'm ready to talk about this playoff standings. Let's talk about how the Giants are going to surpass the Eagles this week. With the upset of the century, with the Steelers beating the Eagles in Philly for the first time since the 60s, and the Giants keep rolling. And then I turn off my PlayStation.
How about the 5-1 Vikings lead the North?
Yeah, I did not realize the Vikings were 5-1.
Yeah,
I'm still discrediting the win because you played Kirk Cousins on primetime, and that's always a loss.
You know, the games played on Thursday and Monday, they still count.
They count.
But if you play in the 8:00 window against Kirk Cousins, that's a practice session.
You got to play in the window.
Play Kirk Cousins at 1:00, and let's see how you do.
How about the Seahawks, though?
That's the shocker.
Yeah, that was supposed to be a good division.
Mm-hmm.
That I don't see standing, though. I don't see that continuing.
But you know what's funny is that we actually, if you look at all this, when you start factoring wild card positions and stuff like that, the Commanders aren't out.
No, it's too early for anybody to be out.
Like this might be one of those things where
we that they thought everybody was going to suck in is probably sending 3 teams to the playoffs.
Maybe 4.
It could be 4, especially with the NFC South being horrible.
I was about ready to bring that up.
Well, you look at the South and the West, in all reality, between those two, I think they're only going to send their division winner. No one else is going to be able to compete.
Will we have in the South? Will we have a playoff team with a losing record in the?
No, because PJ Walker's taking over and just going to go on a tear.
I do have them next week.
You took the Panthers next week?
I did.
You're an idiot. Let's go to the AFC picture.
All right, hold on a second. Let me bring that up here. Remember, it's not easy. Also, when you name them the wrong in your file here.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I didn't name them.
No, I did.
I was like, wait a minute. I'm like, I screenshot those.
Yeah. I was like, well, I thought I just brought up the AFC, but I guess I didn't.
I feel like when you're pulling up screenshots and like different websites, you should put like different, just weird crap in your browser, like in the top bar, just see if people notice.
So by looking at these standings, we know nothing. So Bills and Jets are going to the playoffs, definitely. Kansas City's going to the playoffs, and the rest of us are all still trying to figure out what the hell we're.
How do you say that without pausing? Just Bills and Jets are going to the playoffs, definitely. Like that wasn't a taboo thing to say like 3 years ago.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think the Dolphins
3 years ago.
What'd you say?
3 years ago, they would put you away for saying that.
Yeah.
Well, 3 years ago, we also weren't looking at Patriots being last place.
Yeah.
We also weren't looking at the Steelers being in last place.
I just also want to bring up between.
We flirted there a few times.
Yeah, this record. Like, look at the AFC East and then look at the NFC South. Tom Brady knows when a division's about to become good and packs his bags and goes to a shitty division.
Yeah, but now he's shitty.
He's still in first place.
That's true.
Yeah. See,
First place still goes to the playoffs.
Yeah.
he was
Just
like,
because you're the best pig
Josh
doesn't mean
Allen's
you get turned into
guy,
bacon.
Zach Wilson's a guy. Miami's turning it around. And then he's like, I got to get out of here. So he went to the retiring Drew Brees with Matt Ryan, who's just been on ice forever, and the Panthers, who can't do anything right.
I'm pretty
Except
sure Tom
beat the
Brady is
Bucs
the one
one
who
week.
put Matt Ryan on ice.
Yeah.
Yeah. He really ruined Matt Ryan's career.
I'm pretty sure Kyle Shanahan did that for him with atrocious play. With he went to Matt Canada at halftime and was like, "What should I call for the rest of the Super Bowl?"
But I mean, I still looking at some of these standings in here. I mean, our division's still up for grabs. It is.
Just play the clip again, Chris.
No, I'm not gonna play it again.
Oh,
Oh, you want me to play it again?
I mean, I just want to win a game.
we won 2.
Another game.
Look, Matt, we beat Joe Burrow. We beat the winners of the AFC East or the AFC last year.
We had all off season to prepare for that game.
We had TJ Watt, who returned to practice, by the way.
Yes, I did see that.
That's
I'm
why
pretty sure the
he's talking
Titans are going
about
to run
playoffs.
away with the South.
So you said, Corey, that no team is out of the playoffs. You don't think the Texans are out of the playoffs?
It is rough, but it is not mathematically.
What about the
they're not
Broncos?
mathematically eliminated.
I know not.
Well,
mathematically.
we're not doing math here. The Broncos are eliminated. They're not making the damn playoffs. The Raiders are eliminated. Josh McDaniels sucks. The Texans are eliminated. They could only tie the Colts, who also are eliminated.
Look at that.
So
We're already in 5th. We're already in 5th in the AFC, or 5th to last. Well, Matt, you're already saying the Browns are going to be lower than us, so now we're 6th.
Look at this. The Titans are going to run away with this division.
Okay.
Justin Herbert sucks. Josh McDaniels sucks. Fucking Russell Wilson is burning bagel bites in the kitchen. So, I mean, the Chiefs are taking that division. The Titans are taking that division. And there's not going to be any wild cards out of those 2 bottom ones. So then we're looking, I see we got Bills, Jets, and the Dolphins have a good chance if Tua stays healthy. And then you have Ravens and Bengals battling it out, which is going to leave. So we're fighting the Dolphins for a wild card, or the Jets if the wheels fall off with Brees Hall gone. That's your chance.
What if the Jets have a complete and utter collapse?
that would be very.
That's what you're hoping for. You're relying on the Jets to fall apart.
Which
You
is
know, I like my odds on that. Matt, what was the payout right now if you take the Steelers to make the playoffs?
$10 would pay $185. In all reality, $10 would pay you negative $10. If you would like to take that bet, please send your money to me.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't.
It's just going to be an uphill battle because the Patriots really aren't bad. They shit the bed against the Bears, but they probably just slept on them. They were still playing good football before that.
I am really surprised though at the AFC West because all off season everybody was hyping that whole division up.
Well, I wasn't.
Okay, well not you.
Because Russell Wilson's washed and the Seahawks are smart to get rid of him. I did not think the Seahawks would be good. I thought they were going to rebuild this year. I thought it was smart to trade him for a bunch of first-round picks. Josh McDaniels is fantastic at destroying teams. And then the Chargers are snake bit.
Yeah. And the Chiefs just are the Chiefs.
Yeah. We want to move on to next week to see how I can be wrong about all that.
Yeah, we can if you want.
Get ready for my lock of the week, guys.
Oh Lord, that worked out so well last time. You know, I think I know what game you should make the lock of the week.
Don't say it.
It's 3-1 right
It
now.
might be the one that I already picked.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see what you choose. All right, here are the bets. Here are the next week's games.
All right, we have a running back at quarterback taking on Tim Brady. Just looking at this right now, the Ravens are the underdogs. The analytics say take the Ravens.
Definitely be hammering the Ravens.
I took the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
I don't see Tom Brady losing this many in a row.
I don't know.
The only thing I see is that it's a Thursday night game. Those favor the home team. However, Tom Brady sucks.
Yeah.
I
said it last week, but you didn't believe me.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, the Ravens are another one of those teams, though, that after they play divisional games, they never play very well the next game.
Let's definitely put the Ravens in your round robin. Definitely put them in that. I would take the money line on it. I think the Ravens win. So
Yeah.
Jeff, you're the only one with the Bucks?
Am I a lone wolf in this?
Yes, he is.
Oh! First lone wolf, as always.
You have the most lone wolves again.
Yep. Oh, I
Jeff
do.
always has the most lone wolves.
Gotta risk it, man. You gotta risk it.
Even with Corey in this week, he's got the most lone wolves.
You risk it for the biscuit. Come on.
Yeah. How did that go for you last week? We'll find out.
I did not
All
get
right.
a biscuit.
Let's move on to another team that risked it for the biscuit. But Russell Wilson burned the biscuits. Nathaniel Hackett could be fired after this game if the Jaguars win.
Well, according to us, the Jaguars are going to end up winning because we all chose. Oh wait. Yeah, no. The Broncos are going to end up winning because we all chose the Jaguars.
So clean sweep on the Jaguars. So you heard it here. Take the Broncos.
So if the Jaguars do win, though, do you think that the Broncos just leave Nathaniel Hackett in Europe?
Yeah.
They're
He got a
gonna
one-way ticket.
Sponsor him just like Matt Canada.
Yeah, sponsor him
He'll
exactly.
already be over there. They're like, well, we already paid for your plane ticket.
They're gonna give him a one-way ticket, and they're gonna take his passport with them, so he can't get back.
We can't come back.
Everyone wonders why why everyone has 2 tickets and he only has 1. He's like, that's weird, guys.
Something must have happened. You got anything? What do you think? Do you think this game's gonna? What do you think?
Well, I'm really hoping Trevor Lawrence goes off in this game because he's my bye week quarterback. Broncos haven't been good, are not letting up a lot of points to opposing quarterbacks, but I think that changes here.
Do you think that? Do you think they'll go over or under 39.5?
I go over.
Really?
Yeah.
You think the Jaguars are going to score 38 points?
Trevor Lawrence is a baller and forgets his name, but it's not Russell Wilson. Has nothing to lose.
Yeah,
so you got 2 quarterbacks going out there having fun. That gets points. Let's go on to Bears Cowboys.
You know, let Corey talk about that game a little bit.
Yeah.
The Bears looked awfully good. Justin Fields looked awfully good against New England.
They are awful.
That's not happening 2 weeks in a row, especially against the number 1 rated defense in the league. Justin Fields may have got a little bit of confidence over over beating the Patriots, that confidence is going to be beaten right out of him by Micah Parsons.
I'm good with that too. I got him as a linebacker.
Look at him being a good fan to his division. He's like already acknowledging.
No,
defense,
I'm just being serious. I'm being serious. I'm being real. There ain't no way that the Cowboys lose that game.
Not to mention the Bears just traded Robert Quinn to the Eagles.
Yeah.
So
that's a little. That's kind of why would.
Did you see the other defensive lineman? He found out during his interview. He was like doing a press interview, and he found out that his teammate got traded, and he like literally just started bawling. He was like, "But he was my friend."
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah. Oh, it was pretty good.
Not only was he your friend, you're gonna definitely suck for the rest of the year. Yeah, Cowboys are gonna take this one. Jeff, did you take the Bears?
I feel like I should now, but I mean,
no, we all took the Cowboys.
So take the Bears.
Right. Let's go on to two teams that refuse to win. Raiders or Saints, guys?
I took Saints.
Saints.
I'm the only one taking the Raiders.
Let me just remind you, Josh McDaniels is the head coach of the Raiders.
I understand.
I don't think you understand. Let me say it. Josh McDaniels, who tanked the Broncos, screwed over the Colts, and only won because of Tom Brady in his prime, is the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. He refuses to win unless he's playing another team that also refuses to win.
Exactly.
But
Jameis is back.
The Saints can take the division. They got something to play for now.
Yeah, it's one of those games that I was going back and forth with, and I decided I was going to take the Raiders. So,
round robin, take the Saints because positive payout. Let's move on to the new GOAT, PJ Walker, taking on the other GOAT, Marcus Mariota. This game could be a shootout. Two teams that don't give a flying fuck. This game could easily go over 60.
So are you saying buy some more points and take a higher over?
Just take the over.
Just take the over. Don't buy more points.
This game will go over 60.
Don't get that confidence. I've been drinking.
Yeah, well, Jeff must have been drinking when he was choosing this.
Go Falcons. Oh no, I took the Panthers.
You took the Panthers.
Oh, you took the Panthers,
Yeah.
That's not happening.
It's happening.
I don't know. It could happen. He might not have been drinking. He might have been.
The Panthers are in complete fire sale mode. They are going for the rebuild.
They're not complete fire sale mode. They did not trade Brian Burns for 2 first-round picks. They're not entirely in fire sale mode.
Not yet.
But they did beat Tom Brady.
They did.
But we also beat Tom Brady. So what does that say?
This is fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just fun to say. We beat Tom Brady. Like,
It's really nice that he came back for one more year to just get shit on by every team.
Yeah.
That is a great way for him to go out, actually. Or he's just going to play again because
we're going to gloss over this next game.
Yeah.
Because we're going to talk about it more later.
Yeah. Sounds good.
I would like to say one thing. Is that the biggest difference in spread there?
I think that is the biggest difference in spread this week. So that's always fun. Let's go on to kneecap biting Lions taking on Dolphins. The Lions can't swim because cats are afraid of water. Dolphins win.
It's just logic.
Yeah.
Facts and logic.
I'm going with the Lion is going to pull the Dolphin onto the land and kill it.
Yeah, everybody else took the Dolphins.
So, is DeAndre Swift ever coming back?
I don't know. But in my one league, somebody traded me Aaron Jones and Alan Lazard for DeAndre Swift, like at the beginning of the year. And I was like, absolutely, I'll take that.
Yeah, DeAndre Swift was one of the highest, that was like the big name that everyone was like, draft him. He's going to be the number one running back. I'm like, he's going to get hurt like week 2 because that's what he does every year. Yeah. If the Lions get some players back, I'd take the over because they'll just be 2 teams chucking the ball around.
But if not, they will score 6 or 0 points.
Yep.
Something like that. Well, they're going to progressively build, so they might get to like 9.
Okay.
Cardinals with DeAndre Hopkins on the road taking on primetime Kirk Cousins. And by primetime, I mean 1 o'clock, which is primetime for Kirk. I took the Cardinals.
Yeah, you're the only one. You're the only one.
Oh, Matt.
Lone Wolf.
Yep.
Matt, I think you forgot. The new Call of Duty comes out this week. So,
look,
Kyler Murray.
Here's my theory. Everybody knows Kyler Murray is going to be playing Call of Duty. And it's going to be such a shitfest if he doesn't win this game that he's going to be like, I can't lose this one because it'll be relentless. So I'm going to wait and I'm going to blow next week. But he's going to beat the Vikings this week.
I don't know.
It's not even going to be. Plus, DeAndre Hopkins is back. It's not going to be close.
So you're saying take the over?
Take the points. Well, definitely take the points because the Cardinals are underdogs. Fuck it. Just take the money line. It's fine. Who knows what kind of Patriots team takes on maybe a good Jets team?
Yeah.
I heard Zach Wilson's bringing Giselle to the game.
But that doesn't make any sense. What's that? Wait, what?
Oh, she's now a Patriots fan again. Just to
No,
spite
Antonio Brown's with Giselle.
Oh, is that okay?
You got it.
I thought that was more Zach Wilson style.
No, Zach Wilson's taking Robert Kraft's new wife to the game.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, but we all chose the Jets, so
Take the Patriots.
I don't know. I just don't have a whole lot of faith in the Patriots at the moment. I don't think Mac Jones is fully back from the high ankle sprain, but he feels the heat of Zappy taking his job.
Yeah.
So he came back early, which is actually hurting him.
Well, he'll be starting this week.
Yeah. Mac Jones is starting.
So he'll be starting at least for the first half. And then we'll see how the second half goes.
Maybe if Mac Jones... just Jets. I'm taking the Jets. Zach Wilson's balling out. I don't think... Michael Carter's still a good running back.
Yeah, Michael Carter is still serviceable. And Garrett Wilson...
And they just traded for Robinson from the Jaguars. So...
Yep.
Jets are playing good football right now. Let's move on to the Titans and Texans. Titans, I mean.
Yeah.
Unless you're Jeff, then you choose the Texans.
Yep.
Seriously?
Upset special.
Really?
This is my lock of the week, Matt.
Jeff, who's the Texans quarterback?
I don't know. Ask me who the Titans quarterback is. I still don't know.
What? Yeah, you do.
Come on, Jeff.
Is this still Tannehill?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they got rid of him.
No.
No.
Paid him too much money. Get rid of him.
Not really. They paid him a pretty low amount compared to other quarterbacks.
Yeah, I mean,
He's in the 20 mil range, so
yeah, at the time, it was a good deal.
yeah.
But
All right, let's move on to Giants and Seahawks. For some reason, Giants are underdogs. They're 6-1.
Yeah, I don't understand the odds on this one. Why are the Giants not favored
And
in this game?
sure, the Seahawks are playing good, but DK Metcalf's hurt.
Yep.
They push too hard.
I mean, what I see here is one team is playing great defense, and another team is playing pretty terrible defense. I will take the team that's playing good defense every time.
Yeah, we're all choosing the Giants on this one.
Not to mention, the Seahawks have the advantage of being home, and you have the 12th man. But does the running game care about crowd noise? No. Saquon Barkley doesn't care how loud you get. All right, we got Tyler Heineke taking on Jeff. Who's the Colts quarterback?
Taylor
Taylor.
Hold on, he's my fantasy player.
Wait, is it Taylor or Tyler?
It's Taylor.
Taylor.
Yeah, it's Elinger.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
we got Heineke taking on Earlicker.
Yeah, I bet you. Can you guess who Jeff took?
Jeff took the Colts.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey,
Well,
at least
that's
he's
making their
making
first start. huh?
You took the favorited team. I think Heineke's a better quarterback than people think.
Well, we don't know what kind of quarterback this other guy is.
Do we know that Frank Reich isn't gonna run the ball with Jonathan Taylor?
I'm just saying. Anything
Hold on.
happen? Anything can happen
Hold
on
on a
any given
second.
Sunday, especially on Monday.
Hey.
night.
Either way, I take the over on this. Two quarterbacks with nothing to lose. Points scored.
All right. You want to move on to the Niners Rams?
Niners-Rams. Niners have the Rams number, so take the Niners.
I'm lone wolfing the Rams.
What makes you think the Rams, other than they're coming off the bye, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than coming off the bye, what makes you think the Rams?
I don't know. I just have a feeling. The Rams are gonna turn it around and beat the Niners. I mean, the Niners. We talked about it earlier. They suck. I know they have the Rams number.
The Niners suck.
What?
I did not say that.
Okay, you didn't say that.
Yes, the Niners have been sucking, but Stafford also fell into the I'm only going to throw to Cooper Kupp, which is going to get him those yards to beat Tom Brady, but not win games.
We'll see.
Jeff, you didn't take the Rams?
No, I took the Niners. They're due for a win.
All right, let's move on to Packers-Bills. This should have been a good matchup, but instead the Bills win by a lot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We all got the Bills.
I think you were just talking about being the largest spread. I think this is probably the
It's the same.
second largest.
Yeah, I think it's the same, isn't it?
They were both 10.5.
Yeah.
10.5. That's terrible.
At what point? Because what was it? Week 2, Aaron Rodgers went off and actually had a good game.
He went to London. It's when he went to London.
That wasn't when he went to London.
I thought they lost in London.
No, isn't that when it started? They're losing.
Yeah.
Losing to the Giants in London.
Yeah. They haven't won since they went to London.
I don't think they win this game, but do you think the Packers get their offense on track enough to carry the over?
I think the Bills take care of the
With
over.
the Bills with the Bills scoring 42 points, do you think the Packers can get it to the over?
Yeah.
I don't know. Did they only score like 3 points one of these games?
I think the Packers will hopefully get it on track, but are they going to beat the Bills? No.
All right, let's move on to Bengals and Browns. Will the Bengals bungle or will the Browns brown?
Whoa, you actually said bungle? I know you hate that word.
But I felt like it worked with what I wanted, with
Yeah.
what I was doing there.
Yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense. But still, I had to point that out because I know you hate the word bungles.
I think the Browns take it.
So you think the Bungles bungle?
The Browns.
The Browns don't brown, but the Bengals bungle.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the only one that thinks that the Bengals will bungle.
Look,
Yeah, I think
home.
the Bengals are the Bengals, not the Bungles.
It's Cleveland at home. They got the dog pound.
That dog pound's full of chihuahuas, man.
Yeah, ask Big Ben about the dog pound.
Do believe he owns it.
Well, I don't think anymore, but
Baker Mayfield took that, but they shipped his ass out of there faster than they could say Browns are the Browns.
yeah, but was that a good call because he didn't really do much in Carolina?
Yeah, it was a bad call because I think they could have kept building on what they were doing there.
Yeah. But they wanted
chemistry is a thing. Chemistry is a thing on a team.
But they wanted Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, well, see how that's working out for you. All right.
You don't have any bets or anything for this one?
No.
No.
The Browns are just getting worse and worse. The Bengals are on the rise. Browns are on the decline. Not much to it.
All right.
Let's talk about. Do you want to go back to that screen and go to the top?
Oh yeah, I forgot. We didn't talk about the.
Oh, it's not the top. It's kind of the middle.
Yeah. I know what you want.
Yeah.
That one.
Let's talk about my lock of the week. Eagles beat the Steelers by 2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns?
2 touchdowns.
All right. Well, that kind of sucks.
I've been saying this for a couple weeks now, but this is my upset of the week.
It's your upset of the week.
Yep, going into a bye week. Sorry, Corey, but the Eagles are 1-4 in the past 5 seasons after their bye week.
Wow.
Yeah. Jeff did some research.
But when was the last time the Steelers won in Philly?
1964. At least our parents were alive for it. They were.
I was gonna say, whose parents were alive for that game?
My dad wasn't.
Our parents were like 2 and 3.
What do you think, Corey? What do you got to say about this one?
I think Matt's got it right on. I mean, this is pretty much a lock.
So it's the lock of the week. 14 points. So take the Eagles to cover the spread.
Well, I sat Kenny Pickett in my fantasy league this week. So Kenny Pickett will have a very big day. Just to spite me because Jeff can't win a fantasy game.
So the Eagles defense has been playing very well. Darius Slay and James Bradbury, 2 of the best corners in the league right now. I don't think Kenny Pickett is the Steelers receivers are not anywhere good enough to beat them. I mean, Darius.
I'm sorry. Did you see this background of mine? Not good enough?
No.
No, the receivers are good enough.
The play calling, the
The
scheme.
play calling is fucking horrible.
Do you think? How many plays do you think? How many different plays do you think Canada calls a game?
How many different plays?
Different?
Yeah, like how many plays does he have that he
It's
calls?
not even a matter of the number of plays. It's
Well,
the
hold on,
matter
you
of
have-
calling screens on 3rd and long.
Well, hold on, guys. You got right screen, left screen, what's that?
Jet sweep.
Jet sweep, reverse jet sweep, double reverse jet sweep, QB scramble.
No, that's an
And-
audible on Kenny Pickett.
Okay, so take that one away. So I got 5.
Okay.
Then you got he feels he's about to get murdered in the stadium, so let's chuck one deep for no reason. Unlike 3rd and 1, we'll chuck it deep instead of running it.
Well, if he feels like
better
he's going
running
to get
back.
murdered in a stadium, then this is the week every pass is going to be deep.
Hey, hopefully.
Can you guys do us a favor? Like, as a fan base, like, when you booed Santa Claus? Like, take care of Matt Canada for us.
Eagles fans will boo anything.
Yeah, well, I hope they'll do it. We all hope.
Spend more time booing our own team.
Yeah. Well, it'd be great if they would just boo Canada.
What do we want to see?
No,
I want to see Pat Freiermuth in the end zone.
Okay. I want to see anything. I just want to see something happen that doesn't make me fall asleep during the game.
Well, it's at 1:00, so you got that going for you.
Okay, there's one. That's the one thing. It's at 1:00. The schedule makers made me stay awake.
Yeah. You're not Corey, so you don't take naps at 1:00. Corey, are you going to stay awake for the game?
I think I will be. I'm going to be too busy singing the fight song.
What do you want? Wait, what do you want to see, Corey?
I want to see the Eagles play all 4 quarters. They have yet to do that this year. Even though they've won every game, they have yet to play all 4 quarters.
Yeah, you're the 2020 Steelers.
Exactly.
All going to fall apart at the end.
I want to see my boy Freiermuth. Yeah, my boy Highsmith take his sack leadership back. He lost his leadership. I finally got my jersey, and he's no longer the sack leader in the NFL after this week. I want him to take it back.
Is that the right way to say that? Leadership?
Yes, sack leadership.
Whatever he wants to say.
Okay.
He is not going to this week. Eagles' offensive line is too good, and Jalen Hurts is too fast.
Well, but is Jalen Hurts too stubborn to throw the ball away? Because that's kind of where you luck into a sack, where he doesn't throw the ball away. Instead, he runs out of bounds or something 1 yard back. Come here. Hey.
Yeah.
He is quick to tuck and run, but he is fast enough. I think you may luck into a sack.
Yeah, but isn't Matt Hurts basically the same as containing Hurts is basically the same as containing Jackson?
Jalen Hurts is a better thrower.
Okay.
So that's the only difference. However, the Eagles tend to not run the ball as much as the Ravens.
What are you talking about? Number 1 rushing offense in the league last year.
They don't run the ball with their running backs as much as the Ravens do. Whereas, so the key to beat the Ravens is to just cover the sidelines. Cover the middle of the field, make them throw outside. Jalen Hurts can throw outside. So, but again, I mean, any running quarterback, play contain, kind of throw them off their game a little bit. if you get Cam Hayward in the middle to close that pocket in, and then Highsmith and whoever else is playing, it's a rotation of guys. If they're just sitting there waiting, that's how you kind of walk into sacks. And maybe we start the defensive players that we started against the Bucs because they played pretty good. They did some blanket coverage there.
But I think the biggest key to winning on Sunday is getting rid of this guy right here.
Yeah, which thumb was that?
That one.
They're gonna leave him at the rest stop on the turnpike.
Yep.
Hopefully not this one.
Yeah. Do you want some fries with that?
Do you want to see our picks real quick that we chose, or?
Yep. Let's
Sorry, might as well flash it up there.
Yeah,
we did miss those.
Yeah.
You can see my terrible record.
We didn't miss it. We wanted to talk about the Steelers-Eagles game first.
Yeah.
Yep. So speaking of that, who'd you guys all take?
Oh, you're the
Wow, I am lone wolfing our own team.
Yeah.
It's
Wow.
my lock of the week.
You can't say the
Our season starts after the bye when TJ comes back.
Yep.
We still have a shot at 9-7, which is the Tomlin way of being slightly above 500. That way you can listen to a bunch of people say, "Oh, at least we have a winning record." Who else would you rather have? Someone who wins like championships? We have winning records. You're just spoiled.
So Corey's not lone wolfing at all.
That's because I took them all.
Way to be. Yeah. It's kind of hard to lone wolf when Jeff takes every upset.
Well, I guess there is 5 opportunities to lone wolf. Corey, you want to change any of those? Take a lone wolf?
Why don't you take the Broncos, Corey?
Yeah, no. Not even that.
What can you lone wolf? You could.
I mean, the Pats might be an option.
What about the Bears? You want to lone wolf the Bears?
Yeah,
Patriots, you could lone wolf the Patriots. That would probably be the only one that I would lone wolf.
Yeah, definitely. The closest one probably would be the Jags, but I still feel confident that the Jags.
There's always that chance with the Seahawks too. So
or the Seahawks. But.
If DK's playing, maybe.
Yeah.
You have some chances there.
Jeff, you didn't do too well last week.
nope. Yeah.
Maybe taking all the away teams wasn't the best thing to do.
And not taking the one away team I should have.
Yeah. That brought you down below 500. I got to 500 this week.
Yeah, you and I switched spots.
I'm pulling away.
Yeah, Matt's pulling. Well, I mean, I agreed with you on every one except one pick. So there was no getting ahead.
This is my week right here. I'm calling.
That's okay. I can play it safe for the rest of the week, for the rest of the year, and win.
That's true.
All I got to do is pick everything Chris picks, and hope that we don't have a completely upside down Sunday.
Yeah.
And then I take the lead.
Let's move into fantasy players of the week, where maybe I'll score more than 1 point.
Yeah, you. I don't know, man.
Look, Jeff had a bad streak. I'm on a bad streak.
Yeah. All right, Matt. Who you picking for your fantasy player this week?
All right, I'm going safe. I'm taking Tony Pollard. Zeke's hurt. He hyperextended his knee, so Tony Pollard's going to take the main share of carries this week.
All right. Jeff, you want to go next?
Sure. I'm going with Illinger, the new quarterback in Indy. And he was 6,000 on FanDuel. I think he's worth the start. I mean, we don't know what this guy's going to do, but I mean, rookie quarterbacks this year have been looking pretty good. So let's go with it.
All right, if you say so. Well, I'm going to go with DJ Moore on the Panthers. I mean,
Taking a risk this week.
I am taking a risk, but who else do they have on offense? And you said it yourself, PJ Walker. He's amazing, man. Plus, they're playing the Falcons defense, which is 32nd against wide receivers. So I think it's not that much of a risk. Corey, who are you taking?
I'm taking Chris Olave. Michael Thomas looks like he's not going to play again this week. Chris Olave has either scored a touchdown or had a 100-yard game in the past 4 weeks. I think he is going to have another good day against the Raiders.
All right. There we go. I actually do have Olave in my lineup for FanDuel.
I just can't trust Andy Dalton or Jameis Winston. Like, I don't care who's
I
playing.
think Andy Dalton is going to start.
Yeah, I think it is still him, but
I
got no faith in the Red Rifle.
I don't think. Well, it's not like they're going to come out and light it up, but Chris Olave is going to be the centerpiece of their passing game.
All right. Well, does anybody else have any final thoughts before we sign off here? All right. Well, Jeff, you want to do the honors again?
Here we go. Let's go beat them Eagles.
Let's
Prove
beat
all you wrong.
Eagles.
Nah.
Yes.
AGLES Eagles.
Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. First round pick. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. First overall. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Fire Matt Canada. Here we go.
All right. Well, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. It helps out a lot. And Jeff, I think you need to start waving the terrible towel again.
Follow us on TikTok.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you next week on the Rooney Toon Report.
Here we go. So we had so many losses this year that Matt had to get an emotional support animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt's back.
I think we need to take a pause.
I was just gonna do it quietly.
There's no quietly.
There's no quiet about what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing, but it's not quiet.
Okay.
This is you. I'm going to do it quietly.